That's the equivalent here if you have a team linked with another under a completely different name.
Meanwhile, we're just 30 seconds away from hitting the half-hour mark here in this 3-hour race, and we'll run through the current standings as they are right now. And it's Inex Racing leading by 5.3 seconds to Diablo Skins Pro. Genuine Racing are third, fourth are Team Virus, and Infinity Esports Pro sitting in fifth. Meanwhile, in the amateur battle, Hellneck Racing sitting seventh, Team Virus in eighth. That's the amateur team. 11th are Team 6Q De Fondo. Really? Both the Savage Sim Sport 2 and Ixion Sim Sport Amateur are fifth effectively in the amateur class, 14th overall. Meanwhile, Moravi put under a little bit of pressure from Jacob Cooper, fighting his way back. A lot of contact and a lot of issues, Oscar. I think Oscar agrees with me in his silentness, so I'll just keep going. Meanwhile, Ben Keogh being put under pressure from Jacob Cooper, so clearly Moravi has managed to manoeuvre his way past him. Also of note, up further forward, Kovacs has dropped back behind James Peace, as you know, but he's under pressure from Sasha Riegler now. Up in the battle for 5th and 6th position. Sasha Riegler looking very racy. He's our championship leader, as we said earlier, and he's fighting his way through the tyres there. Kovacs goes across the grass. We're on board now with Sasha Riegler, and here he comes, trying to get around Kovacs. Caught him at just the wrong time, though, in these fast bends where you lose all of your front downforce and all of your traction. Nestoras as well now, though, putting Riegler under pressure as we come over the bridge. Down the outside, tries Nestoras and Hellneck Racing, but not being able to do it there. Right, so sorry about that interruption. We did have a few little technical gremlins, and now I'm completely lost with regard to where we are, so I'll just start again. Van Harvey's leading here at the moment for Inex Racing. Meanwhile, we're looking at Kaliki and Antonin, who's managed to get past his teammate, but hits the grass there, getting very sideways in the FZR for Core Racing. Pro number 1, getting sideways, getting squiffy, and not being able to attack Kaliki like I thought he probably would just a few seconds previously. Meanwhile, Sasha Riegler is still on the back of Kovacs, still trying to get around him, and Nestoras sitting patiently trying to make a move as well. Also further back, we've got battling between Happening, Labarto and Gadja. We'll take a look at this now, and Happening is the car in the middle. Happening driving for R-Force Amateur, being put under pressure by that Conquest amateur car, the Conquest number 1 amateur car. who are, as a matter of fact, leading Garbalowski, their pro efforts at the moment. Much better run out of that corner just after the chicane, turn number 4 for Gadget than for Happening, but again the draft through that tight and twisty section, detracting from the benefit that they managed to gain out of the corner. Meanwhile, Riegler putting Kovacs under still more pressure as we come back onto the pit straight, looking from eventually from the back of Kovacs' car. There we are. And you can see Sasha Riegler in that rearview mirror much later on their brakes, closing up to Kovacs just ever so slightly. 3/10 of a second between these two cars, and basically not enough for Riegler to make a move, but not enough for Kovacs to feel comfortable either. Meanwhile, side by side between Konto and Friskops. Friskops going down the inside of Konto. NX Racing versus Ixion Simsports. And it's NX Racing and Friskops that wins up into 13th place. Meanwhile, that means that Contio rather is next to Chong in the leaderboards. His teammate, those two are now running very close with very similar skins, which confuses the absolute living daylight out of me. Sasha Riegler once again closing through the final stages of the lap, but not being able to put enough of a lap together to make a move earlier in the lap, still chasing Kovacs and the Infinity Esports Pro car. Side by side as well, Gadget's made a mistake. He's gone behind Garbalowski, his teammate, the Pro car, unless that was a choreographed move. Down to 20th now for Gadget, and it's going to be Garbalowski now taking on Happening. Excuse me. Side by side as well between Konto and Chong. Chong is going to retake his teammate and move up into 14th place and start that assault after qualifying so well and currently performing so poorly, down in 14th position from 4th. 10 places dropped so far, and noble fight back so far, but there's still plenty of time to go. 36 minutes gone in this race so far, the 3 hours of Fern Biggold. Riegler much closer to Kovacs now with a lapped car in front of Bergeving. This could be Riegler's opportunity as we come round the pit straight to start another lap, lap number 29. And Kovacs held up now. Kovacs held up by Bergeving. Bergeving just cannot get out of the way. He cannot get out of the way. He's leading this small group now through the chicane. This is going to have problems written all over it for Kovacs. Contact between the two. Riegler pushing Kovacs, trying to get by. Here comes Nestoras as well, just to make things even more confusing as we come into these sweeping bends. Friskops goes even faster. Further back, he's on a bit of a charge, but all kicking off here and then finally opening up again as Bergeving still leads the group. Surely blue flag should be waving in front of him, trying to get him to move and get him out of this racing situation, but he just hasn't moved yet. Kovacs now finally getting past him. Riegler will as well. Will Nestoras manage it? No, not just yet. Now he manages to get past the lap car and back into a position that we should be in. Meanwhile, we've got a bit of a train forming behind Lobato here. Lobato in 17th position, holding up Happening, holding up Garbalowski, and it's going to be very soon until there's a mistake there, sorry, from Happening, and contact between Happening and Garbalowski coming into turn number, I think it's 15. Well, that might be a bit big, I don't know. I do struggle with my corner numbers, I do apologise, but
just refer to it as the turn coming off of the bridge. That's what I always do.
The turn coming off of the bridge. And here comes Gadget and Garbalowski, the two teammates, one amateur, one pro, pushing, shoving, barging, giving it as little room as possible. Almost touring car racing here, back behind 18th position. Garbalowski holding out the position for now, but they're all ready to go. A little more interesting. Gadget still looking a little bit racy on his teammate, sideways from Garbalowski leaving the corner. Through the tyres goes Garbalowski. Gadget here just looking stronger, Oscar.
He is indeed. And I don't know why that is. I mean, I was expecting Garbalowski to be going quicker, but if he's not, then you've got to think maybe it's just a matter of time, because I think is Gadget in the same team rather? Yeah, they're both Conquest cars, just one's AM and one's Pro. Oh my goodness! And stick breeding program just nearly spanned Gadget.
Yep, contact happening between those two, and Maravi there going very, very sideways on the grass through that fast left-hand complex, not having too many issues or managing to keep it all together. Meanwhile, looking further back up, this could be Sasha Riegler's lap. This could be the chance he needs, because he is very close. The fast sweep is where it's just so hard to keep side by side with a vehicle. Meanwhile, we've got battling further back between Atkinen and Kaliki. Kaliki in the Team Myers Amateur car and Core Racing Pro number 1. The FZR following it. Those two going side by side, coming off the bridge.
Okay, now Riegler's got to run. Is he going to be close enough there? I don't think so, maybe not.
No, not this time. Still going in the line, one in front of the other. Dale Riegler cannot break the deadlock, get past him, cannot even make an opportunity for himself at the moment, because it is such a difficult place to make a move. Garbalowski and Happinen making contact. Happinen has got past Garbalowski, and look at that, Chong for Ixie and Sim Sports has managed to get the fastest lap so far. Turn it for the books.
Well, he actually got the fastest lap for 2 laps on the trot there.
Look at Nestoras as well. Nestoras in the FXR looking a little bit racy behind Riegler. Riegler could be the one overtaking himself here after all of this this close running. Nestoras isn't looking too bad there, is he, Oscar?
No, and you've got to think, strongest FXR so far, doing a fantastic job.
They always do Hellneck Racing, and they've had a few results to go with it as well, haven't they? They've had a few, in fact I think they had a win in MOE or...
yeah, it was MOE at KY2 back in its first or second season, where they, I think, even got a 1-2.
I can remember it. And there's a that was sorry, that was Begovic. Yeah, I remember it, but not as well as I should. Happinen, meanwhile, has taken over Labato's train from earlier, as Labato's managed to put his running legs on and get away from this group. Harvey takes over the fastest lap. Meanwhile, Riegler now finally managing to get a little bit tasty with Kovacs, a little bit of contact in that tight 90-degree right-hander as we came under the bridge rather than over it this time. But here comes Riegler again. Does he have the run? Does he have the draft? He's close, but he's not close enough. Happinen and Garbalowski coming together again. Garbalowski getting past Happinen. And Happinen... Oh, God. Side by side between Cooper and Happinen. Cooper pushing his way past Happinen. And Garbalowski gets free. Gadget gets free. Happinen still holding up Cooper and Moravi. I'm sorry for not being able to say Gadget, his name, but it's very difficult when you just keep seeing Gadget. Meanwhile, Keogh Where's he come from? Keo trying to get around the stick breeding program car.
He's gone and done it.
Gone and done it around the outside as well. Good move from Keo. Racer at heart, admin these days, but he's not doing too badly. Starting from the pit lane up to 22nd position and still fighting strong. Dennis Lynn going fast. It's a strange orgy of fastest laps coming here, hasn't it? I'm going to answer for him because he's still eating his lovely tea. Yes. Oh, yes it is. Friskops and Blix getting close, going side by side, in fact, through the final complex. And Friskops, who's already been in the pit lane twice, once, both in the safety car, trying to fix damage. It only worked once after managing to get in the walls. Here comes Chonglo down the inside, of Eric Blix, and that's a good move. Can Blix come back at him? No, I don't think he can. Chong still on his charge after getting a fastest lap earlier on. Meanwhile, Kaliki coming under pressure from Anton, and as we come off the bridge, Bergeving and Vidoviaz also making contact. Bergeving a lap down, however, so I wouldn't know what happened there. But we'll stay with this close battle as Anton just getting in the draft, the XRR in front of him, understeering away, losing that little bit of time that just won't let him catch back on his enemy and try and get past. Oh, and here comes, oh no, that's lap car. Chong, though, Chong managing to squeeze past Bergeving, the lap car, who is seriously struggling with traction there, is Bergeving, a lap down on most of the field now. But in fact making contact with Chong. Cooper's managed to find a way past Happening as well, back down in 20th and 19th position, so Cooper is now finally released to try and make as much time up as he possibly can. Blix trying to get past Bergeving, the lap car. It's all about Chong and Robin Friskops right now. Oh, and Robin Friskops does run wide, coming onto the bridge. Not too much damage done though. Chong though is on an absolute charge. We ride on board with Chong from that wonderful bumper cam, which just really does show the sense of speed of these guys running around this very, very tight and technical circuit. And Happening making contact as well. Happening still holding the remaining people up. And Keo makes a mistake, off he goes. And Maravi for the Sneak Breeding Program manages to sneak past, taking that position off his hands, but it's still Chong putting Friskops under pressure. Be interesting to see if these two have put a little bit more fuel in and see if they've staggered this after the early safety car. I doubt they will have, but never know. Meanwhile, Riegler managing to finally get to the back of Kovacs again after a long, long wait. Dello again losing the time in the draft, not being able to make a move. And Riegler seems to be stuck between a rock and a hell neck. Oh, that was an awful one, I do apologise. Meanwhile, Contio defending from that world-class Lions car in the Ixion Sports Amateur XRR. Oh, very, very sideways from Contio, trying to hold on to that car in the later stages of the stint. 48 minutes gone. You'd expect most cars to make a pit stop around about the hour mark. Kovacs though has done a brilliant job in holding on to his 5th place position after being a lot stronger. He slowly dropped back, but he's done very, very well to keep himself in front of keep himself in front of Sasha Riegler and Nestoras for as long as he has. In fact, catching James Peace, who seems to be struggling. No, sorry, that's a lap car. I'm being an idiot.
The lapped car is the number 72 of Martinez, who is being very, very kind here and getting right out of the way to let these battling front end cars, making up 5th, 6th and 7th. Kovacs, Reigler and Nestoras. Nestoras actually leading the AM class and has been doing from the very early stages from this race.
Happening meanwhile has been passed
and
by
Hansen's
almost.
gone. Oh, well held.
Yeah, I think that was going on at the bridge, wasn't it, Oscar? You
Yeah, where he got all 4 wheels out onto the dusty stuff and was sideways in quite a big way.
Yeah, kudos for managing to hold that one. Meanwhile, Job and Friscop still in their order have caught up to the 2 cars in front of him. The car of Doviaz, Team Virus number 2, and Core Racing Pro number 2 in Pitcairn. Those two not going particularly quickly, clearly, because Robin Friscops and Mr. Chong, who have both been on a complete and utter charge from the back of the field after separate and various incidents for the both of them. Fighting back through Oscar, they've done very, very well.
They have indeed, although looking at their qualifying times, you'd sort of expect them to be further up, so the fight through will continue, I imagine, as... Oh! Was that a pass? There it was. Videovitz has decided to make a move up into, I think that's 10th position.
Well, as well, Frisco's managed to sneak past up as well, and has left Chong stuck behind Pitcairn. Pitcairn dropped back considerably, as has Chong, and Robin Friscops has gone away, so that's a downer for Chong.
Oh, Chong!
And in fact, Chong goes off! Good, well held, but managed to get the car turned in the corner, something that is very, very difficult when you do get your tyres a little bit grassy, a little bit dirty. So kudos to him for that. So I do apologise as well. We have had a mini issue with. Oh, have we had a mini issue with video feed? I'm not sure.
It was Garbalowski making a move on Lobato and on Valter there. 2 positions for Garbalowski in the course of 1 straight, 18th to 16th position for the Conquest Racing Pro car.
Meanwhile, Vitoviaz is being overtaken and being hounded by Robin Friscops, and round he goes. Friscops up to 10th now in that car that's been around the pit lane twice today. Chong still hold up behind Pitcairn in 13th position. Lobato and Gadget making contact, rubbing door handles through turn number 1. And it's Gadget that's managed to. Sorry, no, it's Lobato that's managed to pull up place. Gadget is struggling for a little bit of drive in the car 4. What team is it? It's Conquest Racing Hamilton.
And Friscops has gotten past Fidoviats further forward. So Friscops back into the top 10. It's taken him almost an hour, but he is there.
Yep, we saw that a minute ago, but never mind.
We did?
Yes, we did. It was in one. You went side by side. It worked, clearly. Also, we do apologise. We've had a few little niggly issues with the stream and with this this newfangled thing that I've never played with before, and now I have to play with it. Do apologise with we do apologise for that if that has been an issue.
Puncture, 2 rear punctures for the 52 of Harpenen, the R-Force racing car.
I have to see
right
this.
in front of Dennis Lynn there.
into the pits he goes, managed to get it back and completely did it in a quite positive position. Meanwhile, we've had our first pit stop. Eric Blixt has been taken over by, was it Razlin? Whatever he's doing, whoever he is. Oh, but here comes Ivanov, sorry, here comes, Riegler, there we are. Riegler and Kovacs making attack, in fact, on the pit straight, sorry we couldn't get that quicker. But still, Riegler not being able to get past that car of Kovacs. Meanwhile, Saki in the grading program car trying to get past the FXR of Dolder in the last lap motorsports bus. Somebody wants to ban some, that I assume.
Teammates!
I assume that was intentional, because otherwise that would be a severely public and severely obvious fallout, Oscar.
Yes. Well, there were 3 drivers for the 52 car on the service at the same time, so it may well be.
But a cruel way, obviously, of exacting your revenge for cocking up for coming in the server at the wrong time, but
well, I think and no, the number 70 back in the pit lane already. Made a driver change last lap and decided to go back to the pit lane. So obviously having an off as soon as he's joined the server has Russ in him.
Meanwhile, the Barto, sorry, William Gadget further back in 15th position, 16th position. Getting a little bit of contact a minute ago, but all seems quiet on the front at the moment. So I do in fact wonder what happened with the 70 car of Razlin. Was there damage? Did the tyres not change? Something silly like that?
Possibly, but I mean, it's costly for them. I mean, granted, the number 70 wasn't running that far forward as it was, but still a costly error. They'll have lost laps in the majority of the cars, I think.
Garcia with an issue. Garcia driving something for someone, but here comes Gadget on the inside of the Barto off the bridge, making the move stick quite comfortably for Conquest Racing Amateur. Carl Routes joining us to take over the 56 car from Bergerving. Anthony Kaliki making contact somewhere. Anthony Kaliki battling for 8th and 9th place, and Anthony, sorry, who's been working to try and pass Kaliki for 57 minutes and 43 seconds. Still hasn't been able to do so. And clearly a little bit of contact trying, still to no avail. Speaking of overtaking that hasn't worked, we've still got Sasha Riegler in formation behind Kovacs, who is still have their little buddy Nestoras of Hellenic Racing sitting behind them. I'm just bashing the desk and it really hurts. Kovacs, what's happened, Oscar?
That looks like a timeout to me.
Yep, he does seem...
Oh no, he's back, he's back.
Oh, he's back! Lucky, lucky boy!
I think he might still be going. No, he's back.
Unfortunately, I'm not sure how this whole new LFS timeout system, online code stuff works, but it just seemed to disappear there. That didn't happen before.
Yeah, that's happened to a few people so far this race, so just a shout out to Infinity, get someone in there, plus. Before he doesn't come back after disappearing.
Meanwhile, Gadget there just being driven past by Jacob Cooper on his way through the field. Meanwhile, car number 8 is Dennis Lind! Dennis Lind is in the wall in turn 13 and 14. Out he comes again. He's got a puncture, but where is the puncture, Oscar? I'm not sure. I can't remember what Deco said. He's got two punctures.
Front
one
right
left,
and
one
left
right.
rear.
Yeah, that.
That's made his day somewhat more unpleasant than he was planning on. Is this something that's just happening today and not before? Because we've just had another vote to kick from 2 team leads.
There's been a lot of that in practice, actually. I think some of it is basically just a big joke. Some people have been doing it for a joke, but yeah, it does just seem to be a lot of people missing the T button a little bit too frequently to make it a coincidence. The Lind on his way out of the pit lane. It's who's taking over the car? The name, but I can't find. Nobody's taking over the car. Still Dennis.
Still Dennis. Dennis is doing obviously double stinting.
Yep, dropping to 13th position. And
then handing over to, if I go and check, one of many people, but I think he's handing over to Tomek Nogiak.
Oh, we've got a car off there. Oh, and Lobato is in the hills. Lobato's gone for a bit of a picnic there in the hills above the chicane. I have no idea how he ended up there.
That's not even out braking, because that's a flat out part of the track. He's obviously just forgotten what the steering wheel does.
Kaliki dives to the pit lane with Briscops right behind him. Be interesting, actually, Oscar. I was just saying earlier, Moravi is causing a yellow flag on the pit straight. Now, if that's not an pit stop, I don't think I want to know what that is.
I think it may well just be him entering or leaving the pit lane.
I would like to think so, but I haven't had a yellow flags about that yet. So it's a strange kid. But yeah, I was saying earlier, it'd be interesting to see if Robert Briscops is in fact able to go a little bit longer in this stint after repairing the damage. Maybe he's changed the tyres or refilled the fuel, but he hasn't. He's looking long. Anyway, according to Infinity Esports, the number 8 car of Dennis Lind will be taken over by Mr. Toth, Oscar.
Gable Toth.
That one?
That's the pro car, but Dennis is driving the Diablo Skins pro car, and the drivers without a Dennis Lind, Timo Nogiak, and Largo, and I think it might be Largo taking over the Diablo Skins car today. I'll just say I wasn't wrong in what I said.
Okay, well, with Mr. Palmer and information from the IRC channel, Garbalowski's been off.
Not for the first time today then for Garbalowski?
Well, no, Garbalowski has been off. Daskovic has been off because in the same place actually that we saw Lobato off earlier, right up in the hills in the chicane.
Lobato's actually in the pit lane fixing his steering, presumably.
One could only assume, but Gadgester in the pit lane, also the rescue car. Did I press the wrong button? Here come the leaders though. We've got Ivanov in. We have Riegler in. Both at the same Kovacs and Riegler in at the same time. We've got Nestoras trying to go an extra few laps, trying to see if he can jump these two.
And Friskops into the pit lane as well, along with Vidoviats.
Yeah, Friskops missing his box actually. Vidoviats making it very difficult for Ivanov and Riegler to leave him with 1 and 2. Engel's takes over from Ivanov. He gets away. So a good stop for Genuine Racing.
And there you go. Genuine Racing have actually overtaken Infinity Esports Pro in the pit lane because there's a good 2 or 3 seconds as Maris in the 17 Genuine Racing number 2 car has come out in front of the number 12 of Gable Toth.
Exciting stuff, eh, Oscar?
Bit of pit stop strategy is nothing to complain about. Always good fun to watch. Got got Jacob Cooper for Infinity Sports Amateur in the pit lane at the moment as well. I believe he's double stinting, so he shouldn't see a driver change there.
Yeah, Jacob is in fact double stinting. Meanwhile, we have Venthavi and Nestoras, the only two in the field not to make a stop yet, and it's looking like Venthavi.
I believe that Chong hasn't made a stop yet either.
No, Chong has already made. Yes, Chong has made a pit stop.
No, he hasn't. He's coming into the stop now.
Well, he's made a pit stop in the race so far, so obviously he came in during that safety car early on, but he's back in the pit lane.
I think the number 73 is involved with the gravity car rolling on the first lap and pitted under the safety car, which is why it's so far back.
Murray made a little bit of contact there with the lap car in front of him. Sorry, Maris, and Toff is putting him under pressure, but in comes.
Hold on, Genuine Racing number 2's back in the pit lane.
Why are they back in the pit lane?
Did they have a drive-through penalty? I didn't see one pop up. Yeah, he had a drive-through penalty.
He must be speeding. A little bit of contact there on the exit of the pit lane with Chong. Chong getting away slowly out of the pit. That's a strange incident, but yeah, clearly a drive-through penalty went to Genuine Racing, and because I haven't heard anything from race control, it was clearly for speeding in the pit lane.
And Isaac Price taking over from Wenchavi for NX Racing number 1, and they are away. Nestras leads, but they are away in a very comfortable and clear first position. A good, well, a mighty way up the road from Sean Liddon, who is running in second position. So for the first time this race, Hellneck Racing lead in the FXR, something that you don't see very often, but if you do, it will be Hellneck Racing. Expected to pit this lap is Nestras, who has put in a pretty fantastic stint and should continue to lead the GT Amateur class even after this pit stop. So if Nestras pits, Isaac Price will actually have a 18-second gap over second place Sean Liddon. So now Isaac Price leads. Sorry, I've gone and missed all of that. But excuse me whilst I muller this name. Kazantzas has taken over the Hellneck Racing car, continuing in 5th position, a good few places up from the second in class, which is Maki Huimula for Virazam, down in 9th position. As we've got our cameraman and absent commentator, Chris Wilkinson, connecting and reconnecting all over the shot.
Thank you, thank you. Unfortunately, my Chinese takeaway is more important than you lot, so yeah, live with it.
I'm looking to see where the closest battle on the track is at the moment. It looks like the pit stops have really given everybody gaps to work with. It's a fairly close. So I've got the number 61 has just been given a drive-through. I'm going to go and find what the reason for that is. That is for causing an avoidable incident. So, and that was with the number 59 car, which I believe is Infinity Esports. I'm going to say AM, which I believe it is. Indeed it is. So that was for having an incident with Infinity Esports Amateur earlier on during the race.
Yeah, that was when...
oh, that's the core racing car, obviously, that pushed through the hairpin. Hasn't really done that much because Jacob Cooper for Infinity Esports still behind core racing amateur. Oh, and we've gotten off. Who's that going round? I can't see. I can't find the drive. Carl Rowdset for Savage Sim Sports is facing backwards on the exit of the chicane. Didn't collect anybody, luckily for him. So he's now going to be lap traffic for Dennis Lind, who's on his way through. And now the close battle on track is between Mackie Hoymiller and the number 58 Virus Amcar, very quickly catching Maris in the Genuine Racing number 2, which is not fantastic for them after a drive-through. So, looks like everybody has made their pit stop now, so I'm going to run you through the current top 10 positions. In first position for NX Racing number 1 is Isaac Price. Second position is Sean Lynn in the Vires Pro entry. Third position is Dominic Engel in the Genuine Racing 1 car. That is 3 XRRs in the top 3 positions. That's filtered through quite nicely for those teams. In fourth position after his punctures is Dennis Lind, who's just span it. Dennis Lind having a huge accident onto the bridge. Oh, and everyone's spinning behind him. He's collected a few cars there, and it looks like Kay Targle is facing backwards. I'm sure I've gone and mullered the name to bits there. No, I haven't. Kay Targle facing backwards, plenty of damage on the rear end. So Dennis Lind falling back further, falling back another 2 positions now, and some fairly hefty damage on that car. I wouldn't be surprised if he's got to hit the pit lane. Gabriel Toth got through, as did Kazantaz for Hellenic Racing. Gabriel Toth now is going to be hunting him down for 4th. As Dennis Lind is going to hit the pit lane, no surprises there, which means Miku Meriliotto for NX Racing number 2 is going to come through. Someone's timing out, and there it is, Mackie Holman. That was our closest battle on track, has just been finished somewhat prematurely, so Maris can breathe easy for a few minutes until the number 73 car gets on him. Quick reconnection there for Vires Racing Amateur, getting the car straight back out on track. There will be a 1-lap penalty, but I think given the action so far, that as the number 63 of Kay Targle has timed out as well, and I believe that that was the second Ixion amateur car that's gone and timed out. Dennis Lind sitting in pit lane. He'll be kicking himself now.
Yeah, and after last time at Westhill, we are all slightly scared of the all timeouts, aren't we? In fact, I do need to move backward. Yes, backward.
As we've just had Core Racing Pro 2 tap the wall onto the bridge. Everyone's struggling with that corner today. Some more than others. Not looking at you, Dennis. as Mickey Mariotto's just tapped the wall as well, being held up by Carl Rausepp in the Savage Sim Sports car. Lap down there, so really Carl should be getting out of the way. No serious battles going on track, minus Stankus and Cooper down for 17th and 18th position. So as the LLM bus team is trying to make a bit of headway on Infinity Esports Amateur. Good old battle taking place there. The FXR not quite having the legs on the straights, but in and out of the corners, that four-wheel drive is going to help them. Coming through the first chicane now, Stankus giving the tyres a little tap and losing some time. Cooper, I don't think will be defending too hard just yet. We're not even halfway through the race, but Stankus definitely going quicker at this stage in the day. So here we are, Stankus trying to get a run on Cooper. I'm not sure it's going to be quite good enough. You're going to have to be... Oh, and Stankus has done it, he's rolled. That's going to be a safety car, because that's not going the right way up. That's not going to go the right way up, it's just going to sit on its roof. Safety car in this... Oh, it is!
No, no, Hellenick's hit him! Hellenick hit him! Oh, no, it's Nestoras hit him. Is Nestoras okay?
Well, his car's broken, but it's still going in the right way up.
It's not Nestoras anymore, it's Kazantzis in the Greeks, or Hellenick Racing.
Well, that car's not looking quite as healthy as it was.
Safety car scramble, safety car scramble. Leader is in the final corners. Just go ahead and...
So we'll see this man for a short amount of time, hopefully. Stephen Martin, our safety car driver. Oscar, maybe under safe car conditions, after we've had all the pit stops, you should run through the positions.
I shall give it my best shot, and I'll have to go to the tracker because we have now had a timeout. So, according to the tracker, which hasn't yet updated the Hellenick Racing team, in first position is Inex Racing, currently being driven by Isaac Price. Second position is Team Firez. Third, Genuine Racing, with fourth being classified as Hellenick Racing Team, but I somehow doubt that any longer. Fifth is Infinity Esports Pro, there you go, they're now fourth. Inex Racing 2 are fifth, Genuine Racing 2 sixth, with Hellenick Racing Team now being classified as seventh position, just one place ahead of the second position in AM class, which is Ixion Sim Sports. Great fight back from them. Ninth position is Team Firez 2, who have had their time out but still running in a healthy top 10. Core Racing Pro number 1 are in 10th. Conquest Racing Amateur managed to fight their way up to 11th, with Core Racing Pro 2 in 12th. Conquest Racing Pro are in 13th. Savage Sim Sports 2 in 14th, with Core Racing Am just behind them, running at the top 15. Diablo Skins Pro, being driven by Dennis Lind after that big off and pit stop, and now running in 16th. Close behind them are Infinity Esports Am. Stick Breeding Program number 2 are 18th, with Last Lap Motorsports classified as 19th. Stick Breeding Program number 1 are in 20th, with World Class Lions 21st. Scuderia Gas are being classified as 22nd, with R-Force Am in 23rd. Team Virus in 24th, and Last Lap Motorsports Bus are being classified in 25th, but they are soon to be out of this race. Savage Sim Sports number 1 are in 26th, with Team 6A Fondo are in 27th. Ixion Sim Sports Am are in 28th, with Ixion Sim Sports Pro and Gravity Racing Team being classified as non-finishers. That's the current running order, as we're still under pace car. Stuart Baker doing a nice job, and Stankus just sitting there on his roof. Not going to be too happy. It looks like we're having a few wave rounds at the moment. Cars being let around the safety car are the 52, 58, 14, 68, 09, 11 and 70 so far. 61 now being waved through as well. And I think that'll be it for wave around. Oh no, got 08 being told to overtake. And the 59, so that's Diablo Skins and Infinity Sports Am. 65 being told to move past and get a lap back as well. The 65 car is the breeding program number 2. Number 67 finally being told to DNF after sticking it on his lid, trying to overtake Jacob Cooper.
Don't forget, everybody at home, if you would like to ask us any questions or comment any on the racing, you can do so by commenting on the official stream thread on the Live for Speed forum. You can use the NDR IRC channel. I think that's basically it. On the contact us front, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Speaking of people watching at home, I have been told today, if possible, to give a shout out to Jacob Cooper's dad, who currently living in Bulgaria, and I'm sure that that's wrong, and I'm going to get beaten for it later, but who apparently watches the majority of these races with the brilliant internet that they have in Bulgaria. Because it's fairly new there, so everyone has good internet, which is a rare thing to people in the UK that have BT broadband or Virgin Media.
Well, as a matter of fact, Oscar, I'm currently still on wires. I don't have any fibre optic, and I get about 3 megabits per second download, and about 800, maybe 600 if I'm lucky, kilobits per second on the upload.
Now, I'm on fibre optic, and I've got about 76 meg all round, so that's not too bad. So, running out there, it looked like the 54, 56, 64 and 71 were also told to overtake, so lots of people getting some laps back here. And this is going to bunch the grid back up and give everybody another shot at a better position. The number 17 being told to get ahead of the 73, so that's putting Ixion behind Genuine Racing 2, obviously a bit of a mix-up there as they went under safety car. Although they're taking their time about it.
Also of note, the big loser in this this safety car period must be Isaac Price and NX Racing, who had an absolutely mighty lead, didn't they, Oscar? That's been cut back substantially.
I believe it was just over 19 seconds at the time of the safety car.
And now you've got about a car left, which is gutting for Isaac Price after all the hard work his teammate did in the first stint.
Yes, well, I mean, if a car length, if Sean Liddon gets a decent start, he could completely ruin NX's day.
Well, once we've completed these wave around, the safety car should be in, and we're back under where the 58 wants to say something. Whether he will or not is a different matter, but the 53, so the 58, Kaliki, driving for Team Virus.
Safety car is going to be
Safety car
coming in now
this
then.
time.
So I imagine we'll see Isaac Price backing up the pack, and he's going to want to get a jump because he was probably quite enjoying the lead that he had. So here comes Isaac Price, coming through the last little complex of corners, wondering when he's going to give it the beans. And there it is, he's gone flat out now. He's got a brilliant jump there actually. Sean Liddon trying to keep with him, but I think Isaac's going to
Green
that
flag,
Inex
green
racing
flag.
car safe. As he may have just had someone overtake before the start finish line in a couple of places further back. Oh my goodness, and Dennis Linder's hit the 72. Dennis Linder's gone off the track. Jacob Cooper is off the track. The 05 is off the track. A number of cars gone off there, and it looks like there might be a couple that get stuck in the gravel here. Going to get out. Jacob Cooper's gone and lost an absolute wealth of time. He's going to be right the way back now.
I'm not so sure about Jake Cooper getting out of there, mind Oscar. At least not in any reasonable time.
Well, that was a disaster. One Infinity car causing an incident for another. The number 5 LLM car with some fairly heavy damage as well. Some contact there between Daskiewicz and Wen. As Rasnan's going to have a go at Daskiewicz into turn 1 by the looks of it. This is down in 14th position. Contact again. Rasnan just giving Daskiewicz a little tap. Nothing's come of it though. They all keep pointing in the right direction as Wen nearly tips it over, and Daskiewicz gets very slight. Oh my goodness!
A lot of cars all over this again.
And someone's upside down. Rasnan's upside down. It's going to be safety car again.
Safety car scramble.
So that was a case of, I'm trying to find who it was. It was Falk, so Core Racing Pro was facing the wrong way at the exit of the chicane.
We
so
have
it
a car upside down exiting
had an
turn
incident.
3, car upside down exiting turn 3. All cars need to stay to the right. Safety car go, safety car go.
I think it was actually Daskiewicz might have been the first guy in there. Just missed it, and whoever it was tied up behind him went flat into, and that's caused a huge accident where Rastan is now on his lid. So Savage Sim Sport number 2, they're going to be out of the race as well, as we lose connection to the number 18 car of Heiskanen. Well, going from bad to worse for a number of teams here, but a bit of a lifesaver for people like Jacob Cooper, who just lost an absolute light year of time, going to be put back in with a chance at something. The number 64 car, World Class Lions, looks like it's got some absolutely horrendous damage. In fact, a completely collapsed front left on his car is causing severe difficulty in even just getting back to the pit lane for him. As Falk's going to be pitting in, and so's the number 72 of Vidal, and that's who Dennis Lind hit on the restart to cause the accident with Jacob Cooper in the LLM car. There's people going all sorts of different directions around the roll car Rasen there. There'll be words had later on as Raquel Roudset nearly runs into the back of Wen, not slowing down quickly enough there for the safety car. Big win, although it may have caused an accident there. Dennis Lind back up to 7th and fighting with the top blokes once more. So Diablo Skins have done well for themselves despite having a very sketchy restart from that yellow. And again, Jacob Cooper should gain a bit from this. A couple of positions through people in the pit stop, and then also the fact that he had been knocked off and had lost about 20 seconds. There we are. information, car number 70, Savage Sim Sports number 2, has been told to DNF from the race. The 58 and 56, so that was a mistake on, well, my part really, that 58 didn't get let past last time, but 58 going to be given a lap here, as is the 56 car. So that's Carl Ralsep in the 56 and Kalicki in the 58. I make that 4 DNFs so far. And it was actually, the 18 was, I think, was that Vires car? Yeah, Vires Pro number 2, I think. So they've lost a whole turn, 2 disconnections for Vires.
Meanwhile, Oscar, while we're at safety car, just taking a look at the green thread. A question from Tommy Oscar: which teams do we put our money on for this race? And unfortunately, that was like 8 minutes after the start, but I've only just seen it, so I do apologise, Tommy. Yeah, Oscar, who's your call? Who's going to win?
Well, I think Inex are already deserving of a win after such a strong first 90 minutes, and they pulled away on that restart as well, with given only a couple of laps. So I feel as though the money's going to be safest with Isaac Price and Inex Racing at the moment. For AM, could be anyone. 73's been the quickest so far, so I'm going to say 73 of Ixion Sim Sports for AM and the 13 of Isaac Price for Pro.
Well, I was going to be stupid and say that I thought the last car in both classes were going to win, but I'm not going to be stupid because I sense a chance to beat you at something here, Oscar. I believe Dominic Engel and his team, Genuine Racing, will come through and win it in the amateur class and in the.
Well, seeing as they're racing in the pro class, you're going to struggle.
In the pro class, rather,
so I already won. That's good.
Although I do agree with you on the Ixion Sim Sports, I think Ixion will win it in amateur.
The thing with Ixion amateur there is they've been as strong as most of the front runners all day long, just had some bad luck at the start.
Oh, we've had an off from passing in the 52 car, the half-horse car. A little bit weird, but on his way he goes. So I assume she'll probably see maybe a lap. Potentially 2 if we're unlucky, but it looks like it probably should be 1 lap until we get the green flag and get running once again, Oscar.
I would not be surprised if that is the case. And there it is, safety car in at the end of this lap, so everyone's going to start getting back into their racing mindsets. Always interesting to see just how aggressively some of these drivers heat their tyres up.
Yeah, well, the longer your tyres are on this opening lap, the better start you're going to get. I think that's a fairly comfortable fact, so these guys will want to...
Safety car in this time. Safety car in this time, please.
Want to be sure that their tyres are okay. Meanwhile, the safety car will 100% come in at the end of this lap. Isaac Price knows, Sean Liddon knows, the whole field knows that. Hopefully including Stuart Baker, our safety car. And then he pulls, so Isaac Price will gain control of the field.
So here we go, and Isaac Price has given it the beans once again, but Sean Liddon a bit more awake this restart, so they're going to be fairly close together for a
All
short
sectors
while.
green flag.
Everything is green from the race control. Through the field, Dennis Lim might have a go on Maris into turn 1. Indeed he will. Looking down the inside, he's going to make that one stick, as Gabriel Toth has had to defend from Mickey Romero-Lioto, and not
Bad by
successfully.
side, Marolito on the charge from earlier on, he's giving the next racing number 2 effort. Flying through the field, especially with these two safety cars, help them out a lot.
And the number 73 has just gone off, so there goes our prediction. 73 down 22nd
Hard
place.
into the wall as well from somebody. One of the stick rating program cars goes bang into the wall through turn 6.
Number 18 just got tapped off as well.
It was been in the wall as well. He's made contact with that 18 car. Big pack at the back, but up in front it's Isaac Price, our poleman, our leader, still opening up the gap to Sean Liddon. Here comes Falk down the inside, looking at Jacob Cooper, bit of contact, rubbing, as they come through the right-hander, sorry. Jacob managing to hold on to him well up front. There's something else happening, something, I can't hit the button, I hit it. It's Lyndon Toth, holding on to the position that he took from Toth just a lap ago. Riegler and Peterlin have made contact. Riegler a big loser. Wait, what's happened to Riegler?
Riegler's no longer driving the car because Maris has taken over. So Maris fighting with Kistner, so that's Genuine Racing 2 and Core Racing 2. Thanks guys for those names, not going to get tongue-tied at all.
Oh, contact and off goes Route. Oh no, it's not Route, it's Kalita, isn't it?
It's Passanen has gone off.
Passanen.
That's the R-Force car that's already had its fair share of drama this afternoon, down to 22nd now, which seems to be the default place to be if you go off.
That's because there's only 22 cars left, isn't that not right?
No, that is not right, because there are 24 cars.
They're on the great lap of their actuals, however. Calm down. Two Conquest Racing cars have found themselves line astern again in 10th and 11th place, with the amateur effort in front of the pro effort in. That must be an embarrassing feeling for the pro teams, isn't it, Oscar? Being beaten by your Ahmed friends.
No, you say that. I don't think half these AM teams deserve to be AM teams. Most of them should be pro, but I guess it's difficult to find people in LFS who haven't become experienced at it because it's so alienating to people that haven't been in liver speed for so long. I mean, if you come into liver speed now, I don't think you could get to being an Isaac Price very easily. I mean, Isaac's been playing for a very long time most days and not many other sims, whereas someone could come in and not devote 100% time to it and they'll just never quite be able to get to the front of this kind of field.
You're very right, I think. And especially with Isaac being ginger, that does give him an advantage. Without a doubt. Also of note, Lobato holding up Yagnets. They are a stick breeding program car and Scuderia Gas. I've been forgetting that team name all day. All day I've
gone off.
Scuderia Gas. Someone's off. It's Conquest.
Super. Oh, never mind. As he lets
So he's
Falk
lost
around the
several
outside, and
positions.
Kalicki's going to do it as well.
Ooh, that was brave from Falk there.
Wouldn't Cooper? Cooper just went around the outside of Hewitt. Nice bit of driving.
Feeling brave then. Meanwhile, Engel up in third place is starting to come under pressure from Miralito, Lind and Toff as well, both close together. That for 5th and 6th place, excuse me. Contact side by side, Falk and
Was it Kulishevich? Okay, so to everybody that is watching, we have to make a cut in the stream so that the files are easily downloadable and savable for you and ourselves. So we are going to go away for just a few seconds, but we'll be right back with you and the remaining hour and 20 minutes of this 3-hour race off Fern Bay. Please note that you might need to refresh your stream a couple of times after this cut because it doesn't always come back straight away. Thank you, see you in a couple of seconds.